What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of Mon.com. And right now I'm on a 72-hour fast. Today is day 3 of my 72-hour fast. And I just got on here real quick to let y'all know the benefits of fasting, how I'm feeling currently, and a little insight into how this fast is going right now. So you have molecules, substances inside your body that aren't natural, that aren't coming from your body. It weighs your body down, but it doesn't only weigh your physical body down, it also weighs your spiritual body down as well. When you witness the life cycle, then you have a chance to see yourself being refined and then also take actions aligned with refining yourself, because while we're here, one of the main purposes of our being is to refine our vessel, right? Because when we refine our vessel, then we refine the vessels of others just by them being around us, just by them being in our aura. As we exchange information with them by intermeshing with their aura, we then are able to help refine their being, and the parts of themselves that are refining are also going to help refine our being, because that's just how it works. If you hang around the smoke shop, you'll smell like smoke. If you hang around the perfume shop, you'll smell like perfume. It's the people that you are around that will create your environment, create your perception of reality, and allow you to be the person that you want to be, need to be, or are expecting to be. I am on day 3. It's currently about 9 o'clock right now. Last night I made some food that I plan on eating at 12 o'clock today. I'm gonna break my fast at 12 o'clock today. And the benefits of fasting, right? And so when you fast, your body gets a chance to rest, right? And so I was listening to a YouTube video earlier this week, and the man was talking about fasting. He was also talking about astral projection, talking about your mind, your body, and your soul. The physical body, the spiritual body, and the soul. So these are all different parts of you, right? And so the more food that you have inside of your body, right, or the more unnatural things that you have inside your body, breathing unnatural chemicals, having unnatural chemicals on top of your skin, smoking, injecting things, taking pills, eating, all these things put toxins in your body, right? And then when you have toxins in your body, and you have molecules, substances inside your body that aren't natural, that aren't coming from your body, it weighs your body down, but it doesn't only weigh your physical body down, it also weighs your spiritual body down as well. So we have our physical body, we have our spiritual body, we have emotional body, we have our soul, right? But the main 3 parts is the soul, the spirit, and the physical body, right? So then when we talk about feeding our soul, right, that we're talking about, things that are amplifying the part of ourself that is deepest within ourselves, that was here before we got here, that will be here after we leave. The spiritual body and the physical body, they're both very temporary. The soul is the part of yourself that always existed, always will exist, and will always continue to exist. Your spiritual body, the spiritual body, that'll cease to exist when you're no longer on this earth. As soon as the last person no longer remembers you, then your spiritual body will become one with all of the other spirits and all of the other spiritual energy out there, right? So when you don't eat, your physical body and your spiritual body become lighter. And the lighter your spiritual body is, the lighter your physical body is spiritually, the more access you have to information, the clearer your cord is between you and your higher self, or you and God, or, you and your ancestors. You are going through the process of refining your body, right? So the reason why I'm fasting is to refine my body, right? To make as many parts of my body as like as possible, make the molecules inside of my body as like as possible, right? So the process of refinement, say you were to leave a piece of soil outside and just leave it exposed to the natural elements, right? That piece of soil, soil is made up of different types of grains, right? You have your fine soil, you have your larger soil, you have your rocks, you have your bigger soil. It's all different types of textures: clay, sand, silt, all different types of textures inside that soil. And the process of refining is bringing the smallest particles to the top, the medium particles in the middle, and the largest particles at the bottom. So if you were to leave a lump of soil outside exposed to the elements, then that soil, when it when it gets cold at night, the water is going to seep to the bottom when it gets cold at night. And then in the morning, when the sun comes out, it's going to get warmer, and that water that is at the bottom is going to come up to the top, right? And then when that water comes up to the top naturally through evaporation, it brings with us all the tiny particles all the way up to the top. So this is the process of refinement. So just by leaving this piece of soil exposed to the elements, like just leaving it on a piece of concrete, the soil will naturally start to refine itself, right? The soil will naturally start to bring the finest parts of itself to the top, bring the smallest parts of itself to the top. The medium parts of itself will be in the middle, and the largest particles will be at the bottom. This is the process of refinement, right? So just by leaving a piece of soil outside exposed to the concrete, that's one way that you can witness the process of refinement, or by planting something, or by having a kid, or by witnessing the life cycle. When you witness the life cycle, then you have a chance to see yourself being refined, and then also take actions aligned with refining yourself. Because while we're here, one of the main purposes of our being is to refine our vessel, right? Because when we refine our vessel, then we refine the vessels of others, just by them being around us, just by them being in our aura. As we exchange information with them by intermeshing with their aura, we then are able to help refine their being, and the parts of themselves that are refining are also going to help refine our being, because that's just how it works. If you hang around the smoke shop, you'll smell like smoke. If you hang around the perfume shop, you'll smell like perfume. It's the people that you are around that will create your environment, create your perception of reality, and allow you to be the person that you want to be, need to be, or are expecting to be, or you know what I'm saying? That's why I'm on this 72-hour fast. I am on day 3. It's currently about 9 o'clock 9 o'clock right now. Last night I made some food that I plan on eating at 12 o'clock today. I'm gonna break my fast at 12 o'clock today. And yeah, so that's the reason why I'm fasting, right? And then also the benefits of fasting is autophagy, right? So after you stop eating for 24 hours, that's when autophagy starts, right? Autophagy is when your body naturally cleans out itself from a cellular level. So each individual cell, it has a chance to clean itself out. So the lysosomes inside the cell go around the cell collecting the waste, and then using that waste as energy and expelling the waste to the rest of the body. And so it's really, while I'm fasting, I am ridding my body of waste. I'm draining my lymphatic system. I've been peeing a whole lot, draining my lymphatic system. I haven't been using the bathroom at all because I'm not eating, so it's not pushing the waste through my body. But I know as soon as I have my first meal, I'm gonna eat. And so I'm actually ready for that. I'm just starting off with some fruit, and just to get my digestive system going. That's gonna get me to go to the bathroom. It's gonna scrub me out on the inside. And then I'm gonna be eating some vegetables with some quinoa, real light, nothing crazy. I made some tofu, like some chickpea tofu. I'm gonna put that with some farro. So I'm gonna have some farro, some quinoa, some chickpea tofu, and some vegetables. I have some peppers, some onions, and some chives. Mix it all together. Put a little avocado oil with it. Put some seasoning with it. So I'm excited for that meal. Really excited to eat. It's been 3 days since I ate, so super excited for that. I feel the autophagy happening. Yesterday, my body felt so tired, yo. Granted, I probably shouldn't have been running around as much as I was yesterday, but I was outside from like 8 to about 6 o'clock yesterday, picking things up, putting things down, riding my bike all over the place. But when you work out while you're fasted, it makes so much sense why when you work out while you're fasted, you gain so much more muscle, because the point of working out is to break down the muscles, is to create stress in the muscles, is to confuse the muscles and force them to react, force them to fill that scar tissue with new muscle fibers. When you're fasted, you're not using sugar as your source of energy. Instead, you're using the fats and the stored energy inside of the muscle to use that as a source of energy, and it burns that as a source of energy. That's like when you're in the workout and your breath, the oxygen isn't the source of energy for the muscles anymore. Now the source of energy is the stored energy inside. So that's what's happening now, because since I'm not eating the sugar, since I'm not breaking down the carbon, now my body has to use the stored energy that already has inside of it, which is the waste and the excess fats, the excess proteins that's inside the muscles. It's using that while I'm moving around regularly. So I feel like I just worked out. Like, I'll go to pick up my bike feels twice as heavy. Like, I go to walk up the stairs, I feel like I just walked up the stairs 10 times already. Like, and at the end of the day, yesterday I was standing a lot and my legs just felt so tired, yo. My legs were literally just in pain. Like, I felt like I rode my bike from Brooklyn to Long Island before, and it felt just like that. I felt like I just rode my bike from Brooklyn to Long Island. I probably rode about 15 miles yesterday, granted, but it wasn't too OD to where I should have been feeling like that, because that's about how much I ride in a regular day. So yeah, that's the update. That's why I did it, and that's how I'm feeling now currently. I didn't feel hungry after the first day yesterday. I was hungry all day. Today is Wednesday, so I didn't eat all day Tuesday. I didn't eat all day Monday. I felt super hungry on Monday. I was like, literally, like, I was going back and forth with myself. I'm like, should I continue this fast? Or maybe I could just do it tomorrow. Maybe I could just go eat this falafel real quick. But I didn't, because and that's one of the main things too. But the main thing about the fast is, one of the things, you're starving your parasites, right? You're starving the part of yourself that isn't listening to you when you tell yourself what you're going to do. But confidence is built by doing what you say you're going to do. So every time you have the thought, oh, I'm hungry, or I want to eat, and you don't do that, that builds confidence, right? So doing the fast is mainly, the whole spiritual part of the fast as well, is doing what you say you're going to do. Having your vessel clean. And a clean vessel only sees the thoughts that are most aligned, most refined, and the highest frequency of thoughts, right? So if you are in alignment, if you're having the highest frequencies of thoughts, you're going to do what's best for you, right? And then it's only when you are out of alignment that you'll have these thoughts that'll take you off your path, right? So if I told myself I was going to fast for 24 hours and I have these thoughts saying I should eat, those thoughts aren't aligned with my purpose, right? So then if I'm able to notice that those thoughts aren't aligned with my purpose, even though my body is telling me to eat, even though my emotions is telling me that I'm frustrated because I haven't eaten, I'm able to control myself and tell my body how I feel. That's what creates that spiritual strength. That's what raises your vibration, and that's what makes you have the ability to keep going. And after 48 hours, I no longer have the appetite to eat. You know what I mean? Of course, like, the idea of eating is still there. Like, the idea of, oh my gosh, like, it would feel so good if I were to eat something right now. Damn, that food really looks good. Oh, it's so nice that you're able to eat now. I wish I could have been able to eat that. Like, those are the thoughts I'm having, but I'm not having, oh my gosh, I'm so hungry, I need to eat right now. Oh, I see this, I wish I could eat this. Nah, it's really just like the emotional part of it that's still there. The emotional part of, like, oh, food would taste so good right now. Food would boost my dopamine right now. So I'm also, it's a dopamine fast too, because when you eat a whole lot, you get a whole lot of dopamine, especially if you're eating something that you enjoy. But just eating in general is going to boost your dopamine. And I started noticing that I was eating more often than I usually would, eating things that I usually wouldn't, which is mainly just like bread. I get a falafel dry roll with the bread on it. I noticed I was eating a whole lot of that. So I, especially this time, just wanted to fast. Also got a pimple. You see what I'm saying? I had a pimple on my head. My skin doesn't ever break out. And so that's also telling me that I need to fast. And so, yeah, I'm 72 hours in, and I'm going to break, 70 hours in. I'm going to break my fast in about 2 hours. So, yeah, that's it, man. Appreciate you tuning in. If you made it to the end of the video, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. And, yeah, peace. Let me know in the comment section, have you ever fasted? Would you try a 24-hour fast? Would you try a 48-hour fast? Would you try a 72-hour fast? Let me know your results. And just a warning, If you're going to fast, start off with 24 hours, right? And then after that, then go for 48, then go for the 72. Don't go straight for the 72 like I did. This is my fourth time doing a 72-hour fast. It's calm for me. My body knows what's going on. But what I did my first time doing a 72-hour fast, I just jumped straight into it. I got very irritable on my last day, and my body just felt weak. I felt limp. Like my blood sugar was really low. And so that's another thing too. If you're gonna fast, you gotta have another source of energy, right? So you gotta figure out what your alternate sources of energy that aren't food, right? So whether that be making music, whether that be working out, whether that be talking to a friend on the phone, whether that be learning something new and getting that spiritual energy from your intellect being stimulated. But you gotta do these things, because if your only source of energy is really food and you're not eating, then your body is going to believe that you're weak. Your body is going to believe that you don't have the food, therefore you can't function. And you just got to teach your body that it's okay that we can survive without food. Your body can go weeks and weeks without food. You're not going to be as strong, right? So take that with ease, right? You got to be intentional about how you spend your energy, right? So you don't want to be around a whole lot of people. You don't really want to be around people especially people that drain your energy. And also, you don't want to be doing too much strenuous tasks. Like this is my fourth time doing a 72-hour fast. I've worked out very heavily while I've done the fast, and I've been fine. It's just that the recovery is that much harder. So with that in mind, I did a whole lot of running around, did a whole lot of push-ups, and rode my bike a whole lot. And so yesterday I went a little harder than I probably should have. So today I'm gonna keep it super calm. I'm not doing nothing too crazy, and yeah, I'm super excited for this meal. I'm not gonna hold you, man. It's gonna go crazy. That quinoa, that farro, and those vegetables with the chickpea tofu. All right, y'all. I'm gonna get to y'all later. Appreciate you tuning in. Peace.
I'm out, man. That nigga's tripping.
If you made it this far, leave a comment, let me know you seen it. And if you like the content, subscribe for more.